The mindset that turns $100 into a million. Stop dreaming, start compounding. The compounding mindset. Decades, not days. Look, when most people drop their first $100 into a trading account, their mind immediately goes into get-rich-quick mode. Admit it, you're picturing that $100 instantly turning into $1,000 in a month, maybe $10,000 by next quarter, and then you're sending your boss that 2-word resignation email. Quick nervous chuckle. But that fantasy, that need for speed, is the exact reason most traders fail. Turning $100 into a fortune isn't about how fast you go. It's about shifting your brain into a completely different gear. You have to think in decades, not days. The mindset that makes this insane journey possible is called the compounding mindset. It's the deep-seated belief that slow, boring, consistent, and strategic growth crushes fast, reckless gambling every single time. Before we dive into the math that will change your life, hit that like button. Tell the algorithm you're ready to stop gambling and start building wealth. Why your $100 is a seed, not a snack. The compounding mindset is all about patience, discipline, and long-term vision. It is not glamorous at the start. You don't get that crazy adrenaline rush of placing a huge bet and watching your account swing wildly. You save that for the casino. This is the same cold, calculated thinking that built the fortunes of every legend, from Warren Buffett to the greatest traders. It forces you to treat your capital like gold, grow it steadily, and, critically, never sabotage your own progress. The average trader sees $100 as nothing, pocket change they can afford to lose. The millionaire trader, they see that $100 as a seed. You don't eat the seed. You plant it, you water it, and you protect it. If you keep digging it up every 3 days to check if it's growing faster, you're going to kill it. In trading, digging up the seed means overtrading, risking way too much, or jumping into random setups just because you're bored. Your tiny $100 account demands respect. How you treat the small amount is the blueprint for how you'll treat the big one. Now let's look at the numbers. They're ridiculous. If you can grow your account by just 5% per week, I know, it's not exciting. That's only $5 in profit on $100. Most traders would laugh you out of the room. But over time, the math becomes shocking. At 5% weekly growth, your humble $100 becomes approximately $10,000 in less than 5 years. And if you maintain that discipline with bigger capital, those numbers explode into hundreds of thousands and even millions. The genius is in the simplicity. Growth multiplied over time creates results that seem impossible at first. The loser's shortcut versus the winner's discipline. The problem? Most traders skip the math lesson. They want to risk 50% of their $100 on one trade. If I win, I'm instantly up $50. Woohoo! They don't see the flip side. Lose just twice in a row, and your account is gone, and your emotions are shot. That's where the compounding mindset creates the separation. Millionaire traders never measure success by one trade or 1 week. They measure it by a series of disciplined actions over months and years. Look at Richard Dennis, who took about $1,600 and turned it to hundreds of millions of dollars. He didn't gamble. He applied consistent, boring, repeatable rules and let time do the heavy lifting. It's a story of disciplined patience, not luck. This mindset also transforms how you handle losses. Most traders panic because they see a loss as a fatal setback, but a pro knows losses are just a calculated business expense. If you lose 2% today, but stick to your strategy, you can make it back over time without resorting to excessive risk. Your emotional stability is the real capital. If you let one bad trade trigger revenge trading, you've already lost the mental game. Chasing quick money puts you in a constant state of anxiety. You can't think clearly. The compounding mindset removes that pressure to get rich right now, shifting your focus on making the right move consistently. Ruthless patience, waiting for the lion's strike. In trading, patience is not just the ability to hold a trade for 5 extra minutes. It is the ability to wait without destroying yourself in the process. Ruthless patience is the real gold. It's when you stand in front of the market, watch the price dance inches from your perfect entry, and still refuse to pull the trigger because the setup isn't perfect. You see the volatility, the illusion of opportunity, and you do nothing because you understand that not trading is also a trade. The market is designed to trigger your impatience. Every tick, every candlestick is a whisper telling you to act now. If you aren't ruthless with your patience, those whispers become commands and you will obey them. I heard about a trader who had a rule, a maximum of 4 trades a month. He once waited 23 days without placing a single trade. On day 24, his signal hit, he entered, and he made more in that one trade than impatient traders made all month combined. His quote, "If the market will still be here tomorrow, why should I hurry today?" That line contains the essence of all wealth building. If you are finally ready to adopt this kind of discipline, subscribe to The Profitable Mind and share this video with one friend who you know needs to stop revenge trading. Emotional detachment. Process over pips. The market doesn't care about your feelings, your hopes, or your desperate wish for a setup to work out. It's not your friend, not your enemy. It's just a mirror reflecting your discipline. Most traders lose because they tie their emotions too tightly to each individual trade. They treat every entry like it has to define them. The reality? No single trade matters. What matters is the collective result of hundreds of trades over time, executed with consistency, not desperation. This is how revenge trading is born. You lose, you feel the sting, and your undisciplined mind shouts, "Get it back right now." You start forcing positions just to erase the pain, and the market punishes that every time. You have to become emotionally detached. See a loss as just a step in the process, not an attack on your identity. Think of it like flipping a coin. If you know that over 100 flips, it'll be about 50-50, you don't panic if the first 3 are tails. Trading works the same way. If your strategy is profitable over time, 1 loss or 10 in a row doesn't matter, as long as you stay disciplined. The mindset you need is this. When you place a trade, you have already accepted that you could lose that money. You're not trading to be right. You're trading to execute your plan. The best traders treat each trade like 1 grain of sand on a beach. 1 win or loss is irrelevant in the big picture. They focus on the process, not the outcome. That's the key to turning your $100 into freedom. Relentless adaptation, the shapeshifter's edge. Markets are living, breathing beasts. They change, they evolve, and they punish those who think they figured it out. The moment you become overconfident in a method, the market often shifts. Here's the trap. Your brain craves familiarity. It wants you to stick to what feels comfortable. That comfort can kill you in trading. When the 2008 financial crisis hit, the traders who survived and thrived didn't complain. They adapted quickly, switching to short-term trading and strict risk control. Relentless adaptation means you are never married to a single strategy. You treat your approach like a tool, not an identity. If the tool is no longer useful, you put it down and pick up another. Many traders confuse consistency with stubbornness. Consistency is applying good principles over time. Stubbornness is refusing to change when conditions demand it. This mindset also requires killing your ego every single day. Ego wants to be right more than it wants to make money. An adaptive trader only cares about being profitable. The adaptation never stops. Every level of growth demands a different version of you. The $100 trader who becomes a millionaire is not the one who finds a perfect system. It's the one who becomes a shapeshifter in the face of change. Burn this into your mind. The market owes you nothing. It rewards adaptivity. The winner is the one who moved with the market so skillfully that they never had to fight at all. Conclusion. Your 4 cornerstones. You now have the 4 cornerstones for turning a small account into life-changing wealth. The compounding mindset, thinking in decades, not days. Ruthless patience, waiting for the perfect lion strike. Emotional detachment, process over outcome. Relentless adaptation, evolving with the market like water. If you can master these, your $100 account isn't a limitation, it's your greatest asset. Don't just watch this video, master it. Like this video right now to commit to the long game, subscribe for more professional insights, and let me know in the comments, which of these 4 mindsets is your biggest challenge right now? Let's discuss.